What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Tower of God, this time with episode 6 of season 2. Really fun episode last week. Of course, we saw Kun Aguero seeing what he was up to, his plan, a fair bit of his plans. We don't know his plan exactly for Rachel, but I imagine it is disastrous, which we'll all love to see, I do hope. She's always kind of insufferable after knowing about her, but she was rather, like, more than most times insufferable last week, to be honest with you, wasn't she? Seeing her actually pretending she actually got fixed pretty soon after we saw her put in a wheelchair. Again, quite a few revelations last week, but I'm looking forward to seeing that side of things. Again, the characters that we really came to like in season 1. But today we are, of course, going to be focusing on Bam and Co, I do think, which is also appreciated. Again, I'm looking forward to when these kind of when they do collide, and thank you guys in the comment section for actually letting me know a little bit more about how the tower does work. That was always a little ambiguous for me. It's never been like directly stated or anything, like how exactly things work, but I don't really mind that too much. But yeah, thank you guys for actually helping me with that though. It was also a pretty funny ending to last week's episode, wasn't it? There's the old Bam right there. See little flashes of that. Yeah, it's pretty stupid to say that in this situation, right? Yes, a bum. What kind of grandpa does this guy look like? Yeah, good job, Bam. What kind of grandpa does this guy look like? He looks like he's in his 20s. He could be a teenager, actually. Again, that especially the red-haired girl at the end last week was a very funny line, didn't she? She was always quite mysterious in season 1, and then bam, just end off going off with her. And so they are these Fug members. Again, the ending might actually start getting good now from this show. As I mentioned, the more we see revealed in the ending, the better it will get. So hopefully after this episode, it will actually be kind of good and not just kind of blank pages. Again, it's an interesting idea. I can see the concept. It's a pretty cool concept, almost like unlocking things for a game by completing like the episodes and such. But I don't think it works very well for an anime. Mazino. Still no sign of whoever the hell this guy is. I think that's in there, isn't it? They're peeling apples. Who peels apples? Also, who eat apples with who eats apples with a fork? I guess I've had apples with a fork before in like a fruit salad. So this guy is
そうだけど、とにかくファグは信用できるような奴らじゃないの。
なあ、前から気になってたんだけど、そんなにファグが嫌いなら、どうしてビオレから離れて他のチームに入る？
Good point.
それは
本当は怖いんだろう、他のチームに行くことが。
なんで私が？
王子から聞いたぞ。試験場で自分の力をコントロールできてなかったって。そのことがバレるのが怖いんだろう。
Ah.
なのにって。
Ah, okay. I thought that was just like, again, a killer were just like, I'm coming to the exam and wiping the floor with everyone. But no, it's actually the fact that, okay,
うちのチーム
couldn't help it.
お前なんて全然いい方だろう。
Person.
どっちにしろビオレがいればお前を止めることができる。どうせ一緒にいるならもっと気楽にってことだ。いや、うちのビオレは
Maybe she actually finds a bit of confidence in having Viola around in a strange way in that case.
マジでビビったよ。あんなの初めて見たからさ。ま、自慢してるとかじゃなくてさ。ね、君もそう思わない？ああ、はい。ほらやっぱり。あれ、ビオレどこ行った？
出て行きました。ユーザ様が喋り始めてすぐ。
Smart guy.
じゃあ俺、ビオレんとこ行ってくるわ。そんじゃ楽しんでて。
It's also quite interesting the fact that I've mentioned before about the name changes,
私も
the Japanese translations of the original language. I'm not sure what the original language is. Apologies. Korean, Chinese. I'm not sure. I think it's Korean.
よかったね。
I don't know. But it's interesting that Viole isn't.
ファグの上
That hasn't changed that
ビオレ
name.
にあったチームと
It's the same in Japanese and the original language.
あの男はあなたたちを全員抹殺して他のチームを作るために来た。だけどとりあえずは生かしておくみたい。あの男はビオレの意見を尊重するから。だからといって安心はしないこと。ファグにはこの状況に納得してない者もたくさんいる。
お前らマジでビオレがザハードを殺せると思ってんのか？ザハードは管理者との契約を交わして党の王となった。契約のおかげで党の住人たちはザハードを殺すことはできない。たとえビオレが最強だとしてもそれは変わらない。
そう。私たちにはザハードは殺せない。だけどそもそもその契約に縛られないものだとしたら、自らの手で塔のドアを開ける者、王の心臓を貫いて塔を血に染める者。
変わらないな。
Irregular.
一体何を見てる？夜、面白い仲間ができたんだな。おめでとう。ミルチアには言っておく。望みもしない人生を歩ませた俺たちからこんなこと言われてもとは思うが、お前を初めて見た時からずっと願ってた。幸せになってくれよ、ビオレとして。非選別者。じゃあ本当に。でもなんでビオレはスレイヤーになったんだ？ザハードに恨みでも？
ビオレはザハードを殺したくてスレイヤーになった。
It was actually very simple.
ならざるを得なかっただけ。奴らは知ってるの。ビオレにとって最も大事。
What is a slayer? Is that someone? Is that like a role of thug or something? I don't know. I thought they were just talking about why he trying to climb the tower in the first place. So this guy's always. I always talk about this guy. This guy's always so. This guy's. He's always so questionable. Again, I hate the fact that Leroro ended up quitting. I really like Leroro. I think he was the best one of these type of kind of workers here. This guy's always up to something. We've seen that shot in the opening. I spoke about that last week as well. We saw the other guy in the shot with him. They look very suspect, don't they? And they are up to some sus stuff. Like, why the hell is he wanting him to? Again, I imagine Slayer is like a rolling thug. Again, I don't. I think they did tell us earlier on the season exactly what Slayer is, but I just don't remember. I imagine that's a role under thug. Like, you got the role of a Slayer, someone that's trying to kill Jahad from thug or something. I don't know. But it sounds like obviously, it sounds like he massively pressured Bam into actually doing this and essentially kind of betraying that there wasn't any real sense of loyalty in the first place, don't get me wrong, but he's wanting him to actually attack who he works for. Essentially is what I'm getting here, and that just like what are the end goals of these guys? This guy's he was always up to stuff in the first season, wasn't he? He was always so shifty, fixing things about and setting up the trials and such to his wanting. And what was the end goal for this fucker? No one's got a goddamn clue at the minute. Good. I'm guessing this is after the end of last season. Like just after. Yeah, he probably did. But you knew that. You set it up like that, I think. Scum at the top of the tower, hey? So, is he a thug member? Undercover, perhaps? 25th Bam. Oh dear. He also gave him the name. Sama as well, he called him there. Viole Sama. Interesting. Anata. I will say, this red-haired woman, I think she definitely is one of the characters that, maybe not benefited is the right word, but she looks just as amazing as she did in that first season. I mentioned last week had quite a few characters look quite different in the new animation style, but I think she looks just as good, if not perhaps maybe a little better. I like her design. Oh, that's nice. You got the totally wrong idea. Again, like, why is Viole the only translation that hasn't changed? Maybe it's like English to Japanese, there are words that are the same, and Viole is like means the same thing. What the fuck is that? Araka. Yeah, who's that guy? I was expecting him to like attack or something there. What the hell? What's that about? I guess he's with Thug as well. He's like a sniper or something. I thought he was like an assassin.
相手チームがビオレさんにビビって逃げてしまったんですから。でも安心してください。そろそろ試験場が現れますよ。
試験場が現れる。なんだ、地震か。
来ましたね。
おい、なんか浮き上がってくるぞ。あれって。
What the fuck?
皆さんが試験を受けるステージです。
What kind of creature is that? The husk. Oh yeah, it is an actual creature.
そこで試験。
Almost like a husk of like
あれは21階の人々に神と崇められている生き物。
a giant water creature.
皆さんはこれから体内に入り、花を取ってきてください。
That sounds odd. Steal its flower.
チゲナの花はチゲナの体内でだけ育つ宝です。その美しさは最高の宝の一つとして高い評価を受けています。その希少価値の高いチゲナの花を取ってくれば、今回の試験は合格です。
She doesn't sound like it'll be too hard, to be honest.
花には2つの呼吸器官の穴があります。背中に1つ、腹部に1つです。
It's not like it can really attack us. It's so big.
両穴から体内に入れば効率よく花を探せるでしょう。
You could get
30分ごとに
if you go to the stomach, you could get acided up
タイミングで体内への
by the stomach acid and such and get consumed. Don't get me wrong, but this doesn't seem awfully hard.
どうしたの？
エンジンがかかんねえ、クソ。
ちょっと何してるの？どいて。なんで動かないの？このポンコツ。動け。ほら、動け。
待て、お前、火が。
動け。あれ？
あれじゃねえよ、どうすんだよ。おい、回り出したぞ。おい、海女、その火でどうにかしろよ。
どうにかって。
It's rolling over.
無理でしょ。
That's quite cute.
そったれが。
Belly flop. Oh, there is. Oh shit. Is this Mazino?
誰か来たのか。
Okay. It's gonna be harder. So he protects the flowers, this random guy that lives inside this creature? What is he doing in there? Okay. Okay, we're gonna see Mazino today. Okay, he looks pretty awesome from what we see in the opening. I've heard good things, so I'm expecting a lot from this guy. Oh, and it's the Sonic rings we also see in the opening. I just thought they were like Sonic rings. So are they like antibodies? They're running away, so I don't think so. I'm guessing these circle things like blood cells of sorts or something. I don't know.
このバカ、止まってるやつも捕まえられないのかよ。いや、そうじゃなくて。いいわけはいいから、早く追え。
死ぬかと思った。まさかみんな死んだとか。プリンス、トラスケ、ファグ。ちょっと。ファグのスレイヤー候補が敵死なんて恥ずかしくないの？
死んでません。
生きてたんだ。残念。
さあ、
That's the Michael Myers special right there.
他の二人は？
先に中に入りました。上から反応。なんだこいつ。シゲナについてる寄生虫か。
There's all sorts of creatures in this thing, isn't there? I mean, I guess that's actually kind of accurate in terms of animals. Like quite a lot of animals have what they called parasites and other creatures. Like a lot of aquatic creatures have other creatures that they like sharks, for example, have a load of fish around them that eat the food off their teeth. Lot of animals kind of coexist with each other and like have a codependency with other species of animals. And like I said, some have like parasites in that like live off other creatures and so on. Well, I guess there's Mazzy now. Oh dear. I was about to say, don't send the little girl then. That sounds like a terrible idea. Oh. No commento. Like I said, there's certain things that are just like English in Japanese. I feel like there probably is a Japanese way to say that. There's too used of a sentence for there not to be, I think. This is a shame, because I feel like Mazino is going to wipe the floor with these guys. And I really like the guy with the little wing, actually. He had a really aura-filled moment a couple episodes ago, which is one of my favourite moments of the season. So this is a job that... Yeah, they're just trying to clean up one of their fucking situations that they can't deal with right here. How is this any kind of fair test? Baby. I certainly got some interesting voice acting. Okay, I agree to that. Oh, you idiot. Oh, again, how unfair is this test? That's bullshit. Then again, as I've said, a lot of tests have been kind of bullshit in terms of them being set up by these administrators and people that work here and just doing whatever the hell they want. There's no kind of laws or anything to a lot of these tests, is there? They just change the rules as they wish and create the game as they wish, and it's like unfair. Life is unfair, so. But this is ridiculous. Like, you couldn't even beat this guy, and they're sending in basically newbies in comparison. Try and deal with it. This is where you send people you want to fail. I mean, you've got to be some kind of guy to have your own name tattooed on your back as well. Baby. Baby. Who is this guy's voice actor? It sounds like Sugita, but I'm not sure it is. Zygane's flower. This wouldn't even really be a test if this... I said earlier it's really easy. This wouldn't even be a test if this guy was here. If this guy wasn't here, should I say? The battery. Okay, where is it? There it is. There's the new one. And back to blank pages. Surprised it wasn't Mazino, but I guess that's probably next week's. Again, I've heard a lot of hype for this Mazino geezer. Where is Mazino? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find. He's not even. I can't even find his character on here. I guess I just have to Google it. Who cut these malformed apples? Who voices Mazino? Tower of God. I found it. Mazino Urek. I'm not going to read any of this. It doesn't even have his voice actor here. Oh dear. Sorry guys, I can't find it. Yuichi Nakamura? Okay, so it's not. Some of the delivery, sorry about that. Some of the delivery really sounded like something like, again, Gintoki's voice actor would be saying, like some of the deliveries like baby and such. Some of the really emphasized words sounded very similar, but I guess I'm wrong about that. Fun episode today though. Again, just kind of in terms of like setting up, they're always interesting, but they're never the best. It's kind of like the setup is really good for these exams and such. Again, it seemed very easy, to be honest with you, as I said, especially after seeing the little pig-like thing running about with a flower on its backside. These flowers are fucking everywhere, but the struggle is actually getting out of this place with this Mazino guy in here. I forget what he actually fully said, but he kind of, I think they sent him here and that the rankers tried to get rid of him or something like that, and then after that he killed those rankers, and then any rankers that tried to kill him again he just killed in here, so he just decided to live here. Like I said, all kind of creatures should be able to live in this thing, because I imagine this giant creature eats a lot, so a lot of the food that he eats will go to the kind of creatures living inside him, I imagine, and that's how Mazino's lived this whole time. I've no idea how long he's been here, but again, this test just kind of seems like bullshit. It's just like for the admin people and such, it's fantastic, because it's a test where you can get rid of who you want to. If you want someone dead that you don't like, you just send them here, because this Mazino is almost guaranteed to kill anyone, considering the rankers couldn't even do anything. And two, if someone does by a miracle succeed, they've now cleared up your problem. So it's like this test is like a massive win-win for whoever sets this shit up, isn't it? But yeah, good episode. I like the vibes to Mazino so far. Again, his voice actor was really cool. Some of the line delivery and such was very intriguing, which is really good. But yeah, obviously this is again kind of like a bit of a setup episode in terms of setting up this exam. We're going to see the kind of payoffs to that next week, I do imagine. We do see in the ending, the next shot, which will be next week's kind of reveal bit of the ending, is quite big, so I imagine it will be a very big episode. And again, I've seen a lot of hype for this guy, so looking forward to seeing more. Do let me know what you guys think about this episode there down in the comment section. Pretty nice episode up until like the halfway point when we started the exam as well. Nice again to see a little bit more slice of life and such, and learning a bit more about some of Thug's members. But again, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Also, let me know if you guys eat apples peeled and in slices with a fork. That would be interesting. So yeah, see you guys then, and have a good rest of your day.